Yo, welcome to Y'all Flow TV. I'm your host, I'm saying Pro Joshua, man. Um, Happy Sabbath. One of the things of today has been I've been on a journey, and it takes time to get to, some of these places, but I wanted to take the time to encourage the people, take the time to, not just encourage them, but like give some directions of what's going on. Like we at the place right now where it's, the lost royal family returns, and you dealing with God and how God moving, and then it's like one thing that we gotta overcome, and there is that place where, where the devil is, where the devil is released, and then basically that 1,000 years, then basically the devil's releasing, then comes the defeat of Satan. Then we defeat Satan. Then the judgment before the great white throne and everything of that nature. Then the new heaven and new earth. All right. When we dealing with the new heaven and the new earth, and where we going, that's basically the New Jerusalem, the rivers of life. Jesus is coming, type thing. So where we are at this time is, in my mind's eye, we're past that. We've already basically achieved these things. But we have to basically get the devil under control and get things in its right perspective place in regards to like our families, and the lost royal family taking their position, um and actually doing and helping the community. Now God he didn't come for religion, he came to fulfill the law. The law was to that the curse will be broken. The law, part of the law that that we're talking about, the curse will be broken. The people will be taken care of. Basically, they'll go to their place of milk and honey, and be glorious and all of that. So I made the mistake of thinking I had to have this big drawn out event to please God, to show him, without like my hard work and without, how much time and all the stuff I put in. I made the mistake of not realizing or not remembering that God said, I told you to come as you are. I told you, whenever I call, whenever I, tell you tell you to do this, tell you to do that, I expect you to, to do it immediately and to take care of, take care of your business, So with this came other areas, of, because you're dealing with the people now. Now you're dealing with the lost royal family coming into place. So they're coming into power. So you're dealing with, so you, if it wasn't for God, you'd be really dealing with a power struggle because of where everything's supposed to be. But in this regard, like God has everything under control, period. The devil has been defeated. He don't weigh nothing in here. Because they're like, I found out through my teaching that it's a lot of things that's said, that's put in certain ways that are like, it's trickery. And God ain't on that. So, that don't work. It don't count. It's not standing for nothing. Whatever you promised, if you promised this, then that's what you promised. If you agreed to this, then that's what you agreed to. Now, I realized that when God give you something, and let's say you're dealing with a seasoned person, or or whatever. God gave it to you. They don't like the fact that you in there, or that you moving that way, and they want, like, they may want your position, they may want whatever, they may have whatever it is they may be trying to do. You know what I'm saying? But God gave that to you, and it's a situation where you don't like you like God. You said that this was, but you said it's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying, a certain way. You know, so um, I said that to basically just, you know what I'm saying, simply encouraging words, and making sure, I'm saying, making sure that everybody's, you know what I'm saying, I'm hoping and praying that everybody's having a, you know what I'm saying, a great Sabbath. Uh, and everything. I'm gonna read like one scripture. And this is Revelations 14:14, the harvest of the earth. Then I looked, and behold, a white cloud, streamed on the cloud, one like a son of man, son of man with a golden crown on his head, and a sharp sickle in his hand. And another angel came out of the temple, calling with a loud voice to him who sat on the cloud, Put in your sickle and reap, for the hour to reap has come. For the harvest, of the earth is fully ripe. I'll stop right there. That's a part of basically, it talked about it in the Bible about basically it's like basically the last step before Jesus come back, or Yah come back, or you know what I'm saying. You got many different names. So that's basically it. And taking this position, and he's, you know what I'm saying, it's work. You know what I'm saying? Anything you do is work. It's not, you know what I'm saying, it's not work. So when God give you a position, God give you everything. You're dealing with the devil. Some devil might say you ain't gonna make no money. God ain't say that, because God said, I own the cattle on 1,000 hills, and all silver and gold is mine. I provide for you everything. So you should never be in a situation where you're suffering. You should never be, I can't say never, but you should, when you're doing stuff for God, God provides for you. God takes care of you. God allows you to do what you need to do. Now, we do go into these situations where we have elders that is, you know what I'm saying, that has been there for a while. They're going off of what they've learned, what God has shown them. You bringing in, like, you coming in with something that God has brought you, and they ain't seen it before, and then you got the case that they have seen it before, because you do have the situation where there's what's the name of them? The children of predicament and all of that other stuff. So you got a lot of stuff going on. So basically what I'm telling you guys today is focus on what God tell you to do. Focus on the way he tell you to do it, and you know what I'm saying, make the moves. Like, we're a family. It's not all about me. It's about the multitude. You know what I'm saying? My thing is to do what he tell me to do, the way he tell me to do it. And so, like, you know what I'm saying, like and subscribe. Hit me up on Facebook. I do have a Cash App as well, so you can contact me, and so you can do donations, do the donations and offerings. And what I do is I put everything into the business. I put everything into the family and everything. The reason being is because God takes care of everything. He makes sure that you're good. He makes sure you're taken care of. So a workman is worthy of his hire. So like a percentage of that is used for like my house. my family and everything, but my family is also working within, you know what I'm saying, the multitude, and then we providing for the multitude, and we're working. So all this stuff goes basically into the academy, and then spins out of the academy, and then you have many people that has gifts, and so it's you know what I'm saying, it's more to what, you know what I'm saying, what I'm bringing to the table. I just wanted to make sure that you know what I'm saying, like this is me taking this is me taking the position that, you know what I'm saying, I've talked about, you know what I'm saying, helping and minimizing the debt. I've talked about, you know what I'm saying, running. I've ran the time of 10:0 I've ran a time of 10 I ran a time of 9:32, and that is my time. I ran a time of 10:05, which is between 10:05 and 10:07. So like I ran those times. Um, it's not for me to prove anything to anybody. I'm not at that point of proving it to anybody. Like I've trained athletes that or running, you know what I'm saying, certain times, and I'm on the side of them talking to them and different things of that nature. I've done that. So I realized that it's all like it's just about, you know what I'm saying, enjoying and building and having fun and like watching everything come true, come to life. It's not about, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, killing and death and all these other things. It's like it's about life and life more abundantly. So that's what it is, you know what I mean? So um as I grow, as I develop, dealing with school as well. So as I grow, as I develop, uh I don't know how all that stuff gonna fit in, because I know this is in itself is a full-time job. And I had a friend of mine tell me it's a tall order, boy. But you know what I'm saying, like you said, like God said, you know, I said to me a lot of times it's like I said, man, my way is easy and my burden is light. So I really don't feel it. Um, but I know I've been dealing with a lot of situations where, you know what I'm saying, I've been blocked. You know what I'm saying, people blocking me, and it's like blocking me because of what they think or what they feel. And like my heart go out to them because I know how God is. I know how the wrath of God is. I know how God get. And when you do those type of things, we ain't got no heaven and hell to put nobody in. If God, you know what I'm saying, God didn't call everybody basically this, and you know what I'm saying, to this magnitude, and if he's giving this to this, if he's giving you, you know what I'm saying, position, he's got you doing something, then you just do what God tell you to do. Like, just forget about anything that anybody's saying that's negative or the haters, because you also got the people that is the children of predicament, and then you got the fallen angels that will not be reconciled that's in it. So you gotta do what God tell you to do and just be steadfast. That's where I'm at right now. I was, you know what I'm saying, I was focusing on, you know what I'm saying, I was focusing on like my dad more than I might have been focusing on God. I don't believe that's what I was doing. I believe my focus is to do the work that God had told me to do the way He told me to do it, and the agreement before God was to, you know what I'm saying, get this stuff out, work this stuff to this magnitude. I was doing that, but you know what I'm saying, when you're dealing with, you know what I'm saying, bishops and pastors and different things, they be going through, so they may think that you know what I'm saying, against them or something, and that ain't even the case. So you really have to, you know what I'm saying, the Bible talks about touch not my anointing and do my prophet no harm. So one of my things is I try my best not to talk down to anybody, not to I'm not perfect. So I try to find the good out of a bad situation. I try my best way to tell them in, you know what I'm saying, the nicest manner that I can. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, when God step in, God is stern. He gonna tell you exactly, oh, you wrong, you ain't doing this right. And it's not in a place where this is not a place where the person is being disrespectful. He can use anybody. He can use a donkey. If he can use a donkey, then like who are we to talk anything? You know what I mean? So stay focused, keep grinding. It's a great day out. You know what I'm saying? Pray for me as I pray for you. Getting ready to go out here and do my time trial for the day. Um, See how that go. I'll be putting up that video next. Um, much prayer, much faith. Little prayer, little faith. No prayer, no faith. So make sure we, we getting these prayers together. Make sure we moving together. You know what I'm saying? And grind. And stick and stay. Do what God tell you to do, man. And like be strong. Like God got your back, man. Like don't trip.